In this video, we're going to have a look at some examples of how we expand with brackets using distribution. So when we distribute, we are taking what is outside the bracket and multiplying it by what is inside the bracket. So let's have a look at some examples. So in the first example, I want to distribute g and then inside my brackets g plus 4. So the first step is to take the g and multiply it by my first term. So that is going to equal g times g, and then plus g multiplied by my second term, which is 4. So that's going to be g times 4. And to simplify, that will become g times g, which is g squared, plus g times 4, which is 4g. So g squared plus 4g. Having a look at my second example, I want to distribute 2e into 5e minus 8 inside of my brackets. So the first step is to take my term outside my bracket, my 2e, and multiply it by my first term inside the bracket. So that is going to equal 2e times 5e, plus, and then take my 2e term outside the bracket and multiply it by my second term inside the bracket. Now remember, for the second term, I need to have a look and see what sign is in front of my second term. So my term in this example is going to be negative 8. So it's going to be 2e times negative 8. And to simplify, that will equal 2e times 5e, which is equal to 10e squared, plus 2e times negative 8, which is going to be negative 16e, or 10e squared minus 16e. So let's have a look at a couple more examples. The next example is 4a, and then distributing it into 2a plus b inside the bracket. So the first step is to take my term outside the bracket, my 4a, and multiply it by the first term inside the bracket. So that is going to equal 4a times by 2a, and plus 4a multiplied by the second term inside my bracket, which is b. So 4a times by b. And that can be simplified to equal 4a times 2a, so 8a squared, plus 4a times b, so 4ab. So my simplified answer is 8a squared plus 4ab. So having a look at b, I want to distribute negative k into 4h plus k inside the bracket. So the first step is to multiply my negative k by the first term inside the bracket. So that is going to equal to negative k times by 4h, and plus negative k times my second term. So negative k times by k, and then that can be simplified. So negative k times by 4h is equal to negative 4hk, and then plus negative k times by k is equal to negative k squared. So my simplified answer is negative 4hk plus negative k squared, or I can write that as negative 4hk minus k squared.